Welcome back, O children. Today, I will narrate a few more events from the life of Vasudev, whom the king honored with the name of Satyan for his unwavering devotion to truth and the values of Dharma. My new story begins where the earlier version of Satyan ended. People celebrated the marriage of King Bharadwaj and Queen Chitralekha for days together.
They merrily danced in the streets, distributed sweets, decorated the streets with flowers, and sprinkled aromatic scents. They prayed to God to bless the royal couple with a long and happy life. The king thanked his subjects for sharing his happiness and bestowing their good wishes on him and the queen. As for the noble Vasudev, he stood before his idol of Lord Krishna and thanked him for bringing happiness in the life of his beloved king. Satyan could feel the glowing face of the Lord appearing and blessing him in his pure heart.
Queen Chitralekha showed great interest in governing the kingdom, earning the admiration of the king and his subjects.
She rejoiced as the king, his ministers, and Vasudev promoted women's education and empowerment. With the king's permission, Vasudev opened dharmashalas for orphans and those without support. He spent a major part of the day interacting with these people and tried to provide solutions to their problems. In the evenings, Vasudev studied under sage Adhirath, enriching his knowledge and sharpening his administrative skills. Knowing Vasudev's transformation and selfless service, the rishi felt privileged to have him as a disciple. At Vasudev's request, a cottage was built within the palace grounds, which was to be his home for the next 12 years of study. Though the king disliked Vasudev's cottage life, he respected his austere principles and remained silent. Somnapur flourished under the king's just rule and the wise guidance of his trusted ministers.
5 years passed by. Queen Chitralekha was now in the initial stages of pregnancy, much to the delight of the king and others.
Vasudev was appointed a minister, recognized for his dedication and growing wisdom under Rishi Adhirath.
One evening, as King Bharadwaj was spending time with his queen, the palace singer, Neelkanth, sought an audience with him. The king, who held him in high reverence, rose to welcome him.
After they had exchanged pleasantries and were comfortably seated, Bharadwaj asked,
"Pray tell me the purpose of your visit, O Neelkanji."
Maharaj, I have come here to take your permission for something I would like to do. I have become old and no longer desire to continue singing and enjoy all these worldly pleasures. I am now inclined to retire to the forest and do penances till the rest of my life. Why have you taken such a drastic decision, Neelkanji?
You may have grown old, but your voice is as melodious as ever. These are the things which actually matter.
Thank you so much for your kind words, O Queen. However, after much thought, I am now inclined to retire to the forest and do penance till the rest of my life. If you are so firm in your mind, I can do little but agree.
Nobody can take your place, Neelkanthji.
No, Maharaj. I have an idea, which is the other purpose for my visit. Let all those who can sing in our kingdom come and exercise their vocal cords in front of me. In my discretion, I shall choose the best 10 among them. Thereafter, let us organize an event where these 10 participants will sing in front of me. I will then choose the winner and then even groom that singer with proper training to the best of my ability. It is only after that shall I take your leave.
The king and the queen liked his idea and consented. Later, Bharadwaj apprised Vasudev of his meeting with Neelkanth. Satyan was disappointed to hear about the veteran singer's decision to retire to the forest.
If I remember correctly, your friend Shiva is a singer. I hope he takes part in this event. Yes, Maharaj. I am sure that he will participate.
Satyan was pleased to see that the king remembered his friend. Satyan's three friends, Shiva, Sridhar, and Hari, were settling down in their lives in the city of Panchami.
Om Trayambakam Yajamahe.
Shiva's vocal abilities had improved remarkably over time. Sridhar had now turned his attention to the field of medicine. Hari used to draw beautiful pictures and made a good fortune by selling them to interested parties. Murari continued to refine his culinary talents, crafting delicious dishes that won the praise of the king. Satyan felt that ever since he began to stay with the king, he was losing communication with his friends. He therefore invited his friends to his residence every week, where they gathered for lively conversation. Sometimes they even had hilarious moments when the friends pulled each other's leg just to have fun. Despite occasional absences due to work, the friends greatly cherished their weekly reunions. The next day, the royal drummer announced the singer's decision, sparking excitement across the kingdom. Queen Chitralekha sent a special message asking women to actively participate in this contest. Shiva decided to be part of this competition, and thus, when the friends met, all of them wished him success.
All the best. All the best. All the best.
Throughout the meeting, on quite a few occasions, Shiva glanced at Satyan as if to say something, only to fall silent.
Satyan noticed this glance of his friend, but did not attach much importance to it.
After their transformation, he and his friends had become very candid among themselves.
There had not been an instance where they had to waver or conceal anything from one another.
In the night, Shiva again met Satyan and spoke his mind.
Vasudev, I know that you shall not serve from the path of righteousness. Still, there is something I would like to ask you and request you to agree to it, only for the sake of your friend. You know how much this competition means to me. Getting employed in the palace, and that too in a coveted position, is a dream come true for anyone. After all, there is so much fame, recognition, and veneration involved in it. I am confident of my chances, but with so many contestants in this grand event, victory is far from certain. Vasudev, you have been living in the palace for a long time, and therefore could be in good touch with Neelkanji. If you can tell him about me and ask him to show some leniency towards me, I would be obliged. I choose privacy over telling you all this in front of all our other friends.
Shiva, I cannot do this. It would dishonor Neelkanji and his principles.
This will also be a grave injustice to all those aspiring participants who are going to sing in this event.
By such talks, you are not only letting yourself down, but accepting defeat even before the competition has begun.
Please, Vasudev, if Neelkanji would not agree to this, you can speak about me to the king. We all know that he is so indebted towards you and will cater to any of your requests.